Picture this. You're interviewing somebody for a job. The person says something, a sentence, and it triggers a kind of a negative emotion in you. And after that you say, that's it. Though on the technical aspect and many other things the person said sort of maybe was appealing, but that one sentence triggered a kind of a negative emotion that you finally said, no, I'm not going to hire this person. Now I can vividly recall a VC interviewing a CEO. It had gone through multiple rounds and it was considered a kind of a final round. And after the interview, the VC called and said, I don't think this guy is aligned to our strategy. And we were like stunned. So then we called the CEO aspirant and asked him what went wrong. He said, no, it was a great discussion and in fact, very positive vibes. I like the people. It looked like they also like me. But we said, what did he exactly say about their strategy? He said, look, I know they were purely focusing on B2C. And I said the opportunity in B2B in this segment. And for about 2-3 minutes, maybe I told them that there's a huge opportunity there. You should look at it, and maybe disagreed with their overall strategy. But that was my perspective. But overall, I was bought into what they were trying to build as a company, and we left on a positive note. But that's not how, the VC actually heard it as. She said that one sentence triggered maybe the negative emotions that this person will not be aligned to the kind of person we're looking for. Happened to me too. Once somebody came 30 minutes late for the interview. I got so angry, I asked my colleague to send that person away. I said, no, give me some other option. I'm not interviewing this person again. And my colleague persuaded and said, you don't know what's happening in this person's life today. So please, consider this person. Another day, I met the guy, I interviewed, we hired him eventually. But how in my mind, it was a final interview and somebody had to attend to it on time. That was my trigger. Didn't turn up, my negative trigger said, don't hire the person. In fact, when I was called for an interview by a competing company for a role of a CEO, we were having lunch in Leela's, and as we were talking, one thing I asked him through the process is, look, what is the difference between the job I'm currently doing, which is a turnaround, and the job you're offering, which is another turnaround? Maybe the only difference I see is a few million rupees more. I don't think it went well with him. We paid our bills, we got off. And my LinkedIn request to him is still pending for the last 10 years. So maybe that one thing I said, sparked that kind of an emotion in him that he felt, that's it, I don't want this guy. So I can go on and on and on, but I'm sure you can relate to it. One sentence, 2-3 minutes in a 1 hour long discussion, we somehow come up with a trigger which brings out this negative emotion saying, this is not the person I'm looking for. So I want to ask you today, if you reflect on the people whom you rejected in the interview. And if you look at 1 or 2 strong points which possibly brought in that negative emotion, what does that tell? About the person whom we are saying no to, or it talks about us? Let me know what you think.